Hey guys, it's Dr. Anderson at 𝙙𝙤𝙙𝙩 Chiropractic in Missouri City, and today I'm talking to you about whiplash and car accidents. I don't know about you, but I've been in my fair share of car accidents, and I remember getting rear-ended one time at a dead stop 50 miles an hour. And not only was it frustrating, messes up your whole day, and it's scary, and it messes up your car, but most people actually don't even think they're hurt or have any signs or symptoms of neck pain, back pain, whiplash, usually at the time of the accident. And then what happens is a few days later, you gradually start getting soreness and achiness, and then many times that can continue to progress over many days, getting worse and worse and worse. So today, if you find that yourself in that situation, I get it, I know how that feels. I just want to tell you a little bit about kind of what's going on and why it's important to really always work with the root cause of whiplash. We don't want to just stop at treating symptoms. I understand that in the moment, if you feel bad and you got to go about your life and get to work and all the things in your daily activity, you might think you just want some pain relief and take some pills or do some injections. But when you understand what whiplash really is, you understand why it's so important to really work on fixing the root cause of the problem to get rid of the pain, not just try to cover it up, because that is where I see people every week come into my office doing this for 15 years, seeing thousands and thousands of people. I've heard story after story after story of people that says it all started way back when, 3 years, 10 years, 20 years ago in the accident, and they never got the right treatment at the time, and they maybe felt a little better for a little while, but then this thing kind of came out and reared its ugly head, and they're having a whole lifetime of problems now that we got to fix later. So when we look at the anatomy of a spine, if you're looking at a lateral profile view of a human spine, looking this way, this is the head and the skull. The human skull weighs 14 pounds, so it's supported like a bowling ball on top of this spring for shock absorption. And when you're in this alignment, there is normal range of motion, there's relaxed muscle fibers, there's balanced biomechanics, and there's no pressure on the disc, the soft connective tissue in between, and the nerves are wide open. Now, what can happen in a whiplash is where you get this kind of sudden jerk unexpectedly, and you whip forward and back like a whip. That's where the name comes from. So your spine inside, what really happens is you whip forward, and then you come back and you snap your head back. And it happens in less than literally a fraction of a second. Many people don't even realize what happened. But that whipping and jerking on the spine can cause many problems. So the first thing that happens is going towards that direction, whipping back, can create a lot of strain on the ligaments that connect bone to bone to bone and bone and hold them all together in a chain link. So that creates a sprain of the actual ligament tissue. It also, which is like kind of little micro tears and rips in the tissue. Same thing can happen with the muscle fibers and create a strain of the muscle fibers and then get torn and balled up and knotty and spastic. When you get the spasticity of the muscle fibers, that's when that gradually, slowly over a few days, you wake up and it's just really stiff. You can't turn your head. Everything's extremely stiff and achy. Certain positions, you lose range of motion. The joints, the normal healthy arching of the spine can get shifted and stuck in that position. Now the joints will have pain and compression and loss of range of motion as well. But when that stays there uncorrected year after year after year, that constant misalignment is creating constant wear on the joint surfaces. It's exactly like how you can go put brand new tires on a car, but if one wheel is crooked and out of balance, it's gonna wear and wear and wear and eventually wear that tire completely out, even though all the tires are the same age. All these bones are the same age. The ones that have been left misaligned under daily wear and tear, they might not cause pain along the way every day, but months and years down the road, you'll see visible signs of permanent arthritis, degeneration. That's on the bone side. Now, on the disc is like a soft, spongy, almost like a jelly donut with gel in the middle with a wrapper, and that can swell and bulge up. It's an example down here of where that disc can actually swell and bulge out, and the disc becomes injured, and that in itself can lay on the nerve system. The bone being misaligned can weaken and irritate the nerve system. And now we have a whole other problem, because the central nerve system controls all human function. It controls for you to hear me talking, for your heart to beat, for your lungs to breathe, for a cut to heal in your arm. Everything in your body is ran off the brain sending messages to the spinal cord and nerve roots. So what happens in a whiplash symptomatically, not only do people get pain and stiffness and achiness and muscle spasms and a lot of discomfort. It's hard to sleep, it's hard to work, it's hard to drive, your head feels too heavy. Many people start getting brain fog, dizziness, vertigo, anxiety, chest pains, heart palpitations, even sometimes the feeling of that, pain or numbness or tingling radiating down your arms or hands, headaches, migraines, and those things can go on and on and on for years, even after the neck pain goes away and people have no idea that it's related. This is why with corrective chiropractic, we're gonna actually assess the issue, specific imaging, measure from different angles down to the millimeter, take you through a corrective natural process with no drugs, no shots, no surgeries, to just little by little move and train, move and train, move and train, move and train, rehabilitate the injured muscles and ligaments or discs, whatever may be affected, realign the misalignments in the spine, take the pressure off the nerve system so it can function and communicate properly, and really work with the root cause, guys. I cannot stress that enough. When you go to, you might need emergency care, right, at the time, but if all you do is orthopedic visits or PT or muscle work or injections or painkillers, you're literally just leaving this complex exactly like that. And you're injecting into it to feel a little better, but leaving the root of the cause there. Or taking pain pills to feel a little better and cover it up, but leaving the root of the cause in there. Or going to PT and doing some muscle stretches, but leaving the root of the cause of the problem there. And that's where we see people, like I said in the beginning of the video, we meet you 1 year, 3 years, 10 years later, and you tell me this story about it all started way back when, and that never has to happen, guys. So if you've been in a car accident, if you had an injury, whiplash in your neck, any of the symptoms I talked about, we want to meet you, we want to talk to you about it, correct the root cause, get you feeling great again, but get you feeling great because we corrected the root cause in your body and got you back to living a life without limits.